Hello, everyone. See, I got two people in there. Hey, prepared Irishman, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Hey, prepared Irishman, I made your bed, man. I used the same material as before. The, um, what do you call them? The debris bags. And it took me a while. Hey, NYC, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm out here in the bush, man. I haven't been in the bush. I haven't done an overnighter since November. So, hello, William. How are you, man? Yeah, I hope you guys can see me. I'm just getting some wood that I'm throwing into the fire. Even though it's warm here, it gets cool at night. So I'm just being careful picking up this wood. Yeah, I like those large fires, man. Yeah, so how you been doing, prepared Irishman and everyone else? Trying to make sure I don't trip over any of the paracord. But yeah, so yeah, I'm back inside of I'm calling this my this is a Adirondack tarp shelter, and then I have the suspended bed. Um, hey, All American Prepper. Hey, man, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by, man. But yeah, I'm out here just practicing, and like I said, I haven't done an overnighter since November, and it's like, man, I really got to get out there in the woods because it's really a difference being out in the woods and now actually um, coming out for one day, coming out just for a day. But yeah, so I'm just sitting um, on my nice, comfortable bed. Yeah, I got this idea from the preparement, Irish prepared. Well, I can't even talk. The prepared Irishman. Um, but one thing I didn't realize. Um, I didn't realize I had to use paracord on the railing. When I put the two rails between the debris bag, it just did not stay stable. So I had to use paracord. But nevertheless, I have the two debris bags on here. And then here's I just have a bedroll. So, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good, man. So how you guys been doing? I have been staying so busy that I mean it's been hard trying to find a time to just do an overnighter. Um, I was supposed to come out here Sunday and stay until Monday morning. Things came up. I couldn't come out Sunday. So I said, well, you know what? I have to go Monday morning. And I'll head back in. I'll head out of here maybe like 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And get ready for a grateful event tomorrow night with the All American Prepper. Yeah, yeah, and I'm just you know, I processed a lot of wood today. Um, Even though it's summertime, temperature somewhat drops. I know it's kind of cool when I got here this morning, and I'm glad I had this little jacket in my car. Even though I have another shirt that I have, another hunting shirt. But right now I have the fire. I mean, I just have the fire going, so I'm pretty good right now. That's the fire. I don't know if you guys can see it. Isn't that an awesome fire? It turns colors. Yeah, that's why I probably won't get any sleep tonight because I like watching fire. Yeah, I like watching the fire. And the thing is, I'm sure the prepared Irishman can tell you, man, the hardest part is finding the materials. I come out to the bush, you said, oh, there's wood everywhere. Yeah, but it has to be dead standing wood. And I had a hard time finding some dead standing wood. Most of it was on the ground and it just breaks, that stuff on the ground. But hey, yeah, you too ain't all American prepper. Yeah. So and I don't want to cut down anything that's green, even though you're not supposed to. So I don't want to cut anything that's green, but man, I got here about maybe 9 o'clock this morning, and I did not get completely set up until about 4 o'clock. Hey, thank you, XYNC OG Prepper. Hey, man, it's just called, I gotta, it's like if you don't come out and do an overnighter, it seems like you kind of lose your touch. So I had to come out tonight, man. It's like, man, time is flying. Here it is, July already, and I have not done an overnighter since November. So it's like, no, man, I have to go out and do an overnighter tonight. But I can't believe how quick the time goes. It really does. But yeah, so I laid in this bed today. I mean, the one that I made, and it's pretty cool. I have it inside of a Adirondack tarp tent. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. I'm gonna try to put a flashlight on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And since I'm sleeping on a suspended bed, this down here where I have a partial floor, I call that my basement. So if it was raining really, really hard, even though I have an apron right here, I would just go down there. So, but yep, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah, so I understand that XNYC, you're having a barbecue in New York. Yeah, I'm just hey Jason, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'm just out here in the bush having fun, man. I'm just looking at the changing colors of the fire. I saw these things in the store. You take them. Hey, Vester, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I saw these little, I don't know what they're called. They're called Go Fire Color Flames. I don't know, that's what they are. So I just toss them to the fireman and watch fire turn different colors. And it lasts for about 30 minutes. I only have one left, so I'm gonna wait till about 2 o'clock in the morning and toss it in there. Yeah, I mean, I really like watching the fire. Shanna Ewan, how you doing? Jason Ewan, how are you doing? Yeah, everything is fine, man. I'm out here enjoying Mother's nature. You know, but I was telling someone earlier. If you're bushcrafting, if you're really really serious about bushcrafting, it is some work, but it's really really rewarding. Um, I mean, I thought I would really set this my camp up like barbecue, and it's by invitation only. Okay, of course. Yeah, I wish I could at NYC. I really wish I could. But I'm going to be doing some traveling pretty soon. So, but anyway, I know I burned a lot of calories. I brought a lot of water with me. I did not even care how much me and my son. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to tomorrow also, All American Prepper. But I didn't even care how much my backpack weighed. I know it weighed at least 50 to 55 pounds because I had a little bit over a gallon of water. But so now I have two 40-ounce, well, 80 ounces left, about 90 ounces of water left. So I'm good until tomorrow morning. But I gotta have some water to put the fire out, also. But yeah, the thing about bushcrafting, man, it's like today I basically used a saw. That's basically all I used, and I used a Kershaw Kemp 10 just to limb, but that was it. I didn't even make feather sticks, because I just gathered okay, it's in late September. Okay. Yeah, but I just gathered a lot of kindling. And I mean, I had a lot of kindling. And, I used a flint and steel. Once I got the ember, I had a tinder bundle that was from cedar. So that worked, so the fire's been going ever since. I made a smaller fire just to cook something on. And once I finished eating, I went ahead and utilized the entire pit. But yeah, guys, so that's the fire. I don't know if you see the blue. Yeah, that's I just tossed the last one in there. Man, this wood, this is all of my wood over here. I just got to get a couple more pieces. Toss them into the fire. Yeah, I like to keep my fire stoked up. Yep, I like to keep the fire stoked up. Yeah, I know it's on a Monday it's kind of late. You know, I will XMIC. I will. Um, I know it's going to be nice. Yeah, and plus your trip is much shorter than where I have to go. Where I have to go is like a 3-day trip. I mean, I could do it in a day and a half, but it's like, what's the rush? 3 days there, 3 days back. But yeah, I'm just out here. Yeah, I just wanted to pop on, man, show you guys my fire. And anytime I'm out here in the bush, I like to talk to people live, and just see what's going on with them and so forth. But yeah, that fire is really stoking up now. And it's coming in handy, because when you get in the woods, for some reason it's just cooler. Oh yeah, you're primitive camping all week? Okay, yeah. Oh, you are too. All American, you're doing primitive camp. Yeah, 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 primitive camping, that's why, I have matches, I have lighters, I always bring them as an emergency. But I always carry two ferro rods with me. And I have one of those ferro. I have a. Hey, Gertrude, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. I definitely appreciate. And I have one of those magnesium bars. And I've heard a lot of people say they don't work. Well, they do work. It's just they're just harder to work. But they do work. So I always have two ferrocerium rods. And today I started my fire with flint and steel. I've yet to try to do the bow drill. I don't know. I just think I have a mental block with that one right now. I really need to. I haven't tried it. I want to do the bow drill as well as the hand drill. So yeah, I got two lights on here, hoping that that's enough light for you guys to see me because when I'm not on the live, the only thing that's really showing is just the AKP. Thanks for joining in, all the way from Louisiana. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, All American Prepper. Yeah, you definitely, man, with living primitive, man. I like you say, you got to have that air conditioning in Florida. I just turned my air conditioner on maybe a week ago. Before that, I was just opening my windows. But yeah, last week it's like, no, I couldn't do this. Now I've gotten so used to the air, it's like I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to go back to opening any windows. But yeah, I was just doing that, trying to conserve. But it's only so much you can conserve and be happy in life, But yeah, so yeah, guys. But yeah, I'm just out here, man, enjoying Mother Nature. I wish I could get out here even more often, but and I want to start frequent other spots. I'm going only to two places that are. One is about 20 miles from where I live, and the other one is 36 miles. So they're not very far, but I want to start checking out some other places as well. And hey, Outdoors Addiction, how are you, man? Thanks for dropping in. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate, man. I always appreciate when you guys drop in. Yeah, and I believe me, I watch all you guys' channel too. I mean, I learned so much from you guys. It's a lot. Hey, Prepared Homestead. Thanks for dropping in, man. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, Black Guns and Garden. Hey, congratulations on your win last night. Man, Black Gun, if you guys haven't seen his garden, this guy has a beautiful, beautiful garden. Oh my goodness. That thing is, yeah, thank you, All American Prepper. Yeah, but yeah, Black Guns and Garden, man, I know he put some time and some love into that garden. He won first place last night on it's called Planter Gardens TV. It's where they had I think it was a herb challenge that started in March and it ended last night, and he won first place. So, but yeah, he has a really nice channel. I wish I had the time to do that. People say you can always find time to do that. Well, the reason that I don't do it is because I travel so much, so I'm not at home to really take care of that. So, but let me fix my fire up again. One of the Yeah, so yeah, I'm not at home enough really to actually have a garden because when you're away, you got to tend to that garden. But yeah, man, and then the music to his channel, man, is so fitting. But what I don't understand is that I keep getting unsubscribed from his channel and a couple other channels, so I just go back and resubscribe. Yeah, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that has that problem. But it's just something that you overcome. It's just part of YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you just have to accept those things. But yeah, man, that fire's really stoking up now. Yeah, I'm maybe 5 yards from it, maybe 6 yards, and the heat feels good because, like I said, even in the summertime, temperature drops as soon as you get in the woods, especially at night. Yeah, that temperature drops, man. So I could not imagine coming into the woods. I mean, I've come into the woods like in the daytime, like 90 degrees, and I've seen the temperature go all the way down to like 42 at night. Now 42 may not be cold for, a lot of people up north in Minnesota, New York, or, Boston, something like that. But yeah, to have 90 in the daytime and then drop to 42 the next that same night, yeah, man, you need a fire. So yeah, my thing is that I always try to get enough wood that I have wood left over for the next morning. And if I have wood left over, I'll just come back here next week. That's less harvesting of wood that I have to do. So yeah, but you had 95, but felt like, oh my goodness, 111. Man, that's mandatory air conditioning. I mean, I think if I saw someone in a car and they had their windows down, that would tell me that's a mandatory ride that they have to, because I don't see how. Oh, I can't even go out in 111. I mean, that's like Arizona and Texas weather. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can become so hot that it is painful. You know, I remember last year I was in Texas, and I did not even come out the house until about 6 or 7 p.m. because it was just the temperature was just so brutal. It was really, really hot, So, wow. And you worked in it all day. Well, I guess once you get used to it, but I don't know. That's wow. But I'm thinking even All American Prepper in Florida. I mean, it gets pretty hot down there as well. I mean, anything down in the South is really, really, really hot. You know, when I go to the South, man, it's just like it takes me a good, week to just get adjusted to the temperature. Hey, Mac Bean, how are you doing, man? Good, you can drop in. I definitely appreciate it. Prepping and Wildlife, how are you? Good to see you, man. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, um, humidity is the cause of it. Okay. Yeah, I just know it's just when I'm down south, I am inside. I leave out an air conditioned resident and I go to an air conditioned car. I can't take that heat. And I'm from Texas, but I've been away from Texas so long. You know, I'm here for the thumbs up. Thank you at work. So I cannot hear say, okay, well, I definitely appreciate it anyway, MacBean. Thanks a million. I definitely appreciate your support. But yeah, but it's like, man, it's like, the temperature. I mean, I could do without a fire tonight, but it's like, why come to the bush and you're not going to have a fire? And I like to have a fire all night long. Once it started, I don't want it going out until I leave. Hey, she fires. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. You don't miss Virginia humidity. Heat is different here in Florida. Yeah, that's what someone else just said. I haven't been to Florida in so long. I think the last place I went to in Florida was Hollywood, Florida. Somewhere, yeah, Hollywood, Florida, somewhere near Fort Lauderdale, I believe. But it was business, so I didn't get to see much of Florida. I just know it was after there was some huge hurricane. I just remember flying into the airport. You saw all these homes with the blue tarps and everything. Um, was that in was that in 2005? I think that was the last time. Yeah, you say it beats the East Coast. Really? I guess it all matters, because for me, the East Coast, I mean, I like the weather. Where I am in the Northern Virginia area, we get all four seasons. Um, but we don't get that excruciating heat. Or maybe I'm just used to it. What kind of night for machete do you know what I have with me today is I have a Kershaw Camp 10, um, which I barely used today. And I also have this. Um, this is a Condor Teresa. I didn't even use it today. I was going to make feathers, but yeah, I always bring a Scandinavian grind knife with me. Always, always, always. And another thing I do, I always bring two saws with me. I brought a Baco Laplander, and I have, let's see, I have another saw down here that's an 18-inch saw. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the saw that I used today. It cuts on the push and pull, but I think it's time to get a new one unless I can sharpen the teeth. But I mean, this was a very, very budget friendly cost at a big box store. So I may just go and buy another one. But um, let me show you my knife, the Kershaw Camp 10. Man, this thing, I really, really like this thing. I mean, I like all knives. This is the Kershaw Camp 10. And a lot of people say, well, it's a kukri. It's not really a kukri. It's a bolo style because of the belly. If you see that belly, and it has a very nice handle on it. But I had this thing. I mean, I really like the grip on this, but I barely use it today. Again, basically what I used is a saw because I would just, it took me so long to get set up. And it's like, man, I had to get some food in me, even though I'm constantly drinking, I'm eating snacks. But man, I put me I'm a vegetarian, so I threw me some four veggie burgers, patties on there with some tomatoes, onions, and let's see, mustard and ketchup. When you're out in the bush and you have expended those calories, man, everything tastes good. So I'm still drinking. This one I still have. This is about halfway full. This is with a sports drink, and this is a 40-ounce clean canteen, and I have another one back here. I call this my basement because I can, if it's to rain really hard, I can just roll off of this and go into the basement. I have a stool right here, so I'm pretty well set. Just I'm only staying for one night, but that's better than no night. But hopefully, I want to start staying out, a couple of nights. But I will tell you, I don't know. Okay, in Sabinor, I don't want to butcher your name, but hey, man, thanks for dropping in. Tribes and good evening, Fountainhead, Pennsylvania. All right. Hey, thanks for dropping in, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I know I probably caught everyone. This is a Monday night, but All American Prepper was had a show on with Mike and the Livingston man, and I wanted to watch that all the way through before I went live. But yeah, the thing is, I always want to go live when I go out here when I do an overnighter. I tried sometimes when I do it when I'm out there just for one day. I really don't get a chance to do it live because when I'm in the bush for one day, my objective is to be out before it's dark. That's why, and but when you do an overnighter and you bring so many things and you plan this and you plan that, man, there's no way that you can bring all this stuff out here and not stay overnight. The sleeping is cool. I sleep. I get up. I sleep maybe 15 minutes per hour because I don't want to miss the fire. It's like, why am I going to harvest and process all of this wood and not get a chance to see it burn? So, but yeah, but it's all good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, so anyone else out been doing any bushcrafting out there? Yeah, finding out bushcrafting is a very rare skill. You really don't. I don't see that many people. Hey there. I guess that's Pennsylvania EMT FF9. Okay, Milwaukee folding jab saw. Okay, can easily replace blades. Okay, wood, metal, etc. Less than $20 at Rural King. Really, Milwaukee folding jab saw. Oh, hey, does it cut on the push and the pull as well? Someone cleared a lot by me and set a big pile of debris on fire. Oh, I hope they're attending to it. Yeah, I mean, this time of the year when leaves are dry. The strange thing though, we had a lot of rain yesterday. A lot of rain. So when I come out here, top of the ground is dry, but as soon as you start to pull the leaves back, you get a lot of moisture. So and it's always been like that. Anytime that you can push a tent peg in without having to hammer it or using a baton of some sort. You know, um, it's pretty soft. Not bad at all. Last week we had a lot of rain. Okay, yeah, yeah. A lot of places have been getting rain. But like I said, yesterday it started about 11 o'clock, and man, it went on for about maybe an hour and a half. And I was saying, and I was supposed to be out there. I've never been in the bush where there was a massive downpour. I've been in there with those little small ones and so forth, but that's one reason why I make these shelters that cover me a lot. I've even made shelters that hey Merlin, how you doing? From Seguin, Texas. Yeah, that's my cousin. Yep, Seguin, Texas. Yeah, I am a Texan. I am from San Antonio, Texas. You know, um, and I will be headed that way soon. Looking forward to it. One thing that when you're in the bush, you got to get used to hearing these weird sounds. But now it doesn't bother me. Um, like it did when I first came in. I take my little light, shining out there, try to see what's out there. But and if you see there, that's like a little lantern. I just have a little candle in there, and that's just to keep some light. But I have this light and another light and another one. Um, I always make sure that I bring a lot of lights and extra batteries. I have the a power bank for the phone, and then I have um, this little wind up radio. You can charge your phone up on that as well, but I have two solar battery packs, and as well as I carry a little flip phone. Now this is good. What happens if you drop your telephone and you don't realize it? I can take this phone and call my number and hopefully find the phone. But that's one thing I'm very, very careful with when I come into the bush. It's the telephone. You got to have that communication. So I keep, when I get here, both of my phones are fully charged. All my battery packs are fully charged. So I'm always good for a night, nevertheless. I'm always good for a night. Um, but I want to get a, I don't know, this stuff is so technical. Something that I can charge I think there's some type of solar panel that you can wear on your back, and you can charge your telephone up and that way. But yeah, just, but, I mean, when I was leaving this morning, it's like my back was so heavy. It's like I'm not even trying to weigh it. I just know I'm staying all night, and I'm only going in. I'm only maybe 200 yards in, so I'm not far at all. I mean, I could walk out of here even in the dark, but I'm not going to do it. But I'm only like 200 yards, and then I always bring just for practice. I'll always bring my compass my compass with me. This compass that I have, um, it's a silver, but I'm going to be purchasing another compass. It's called the Sun Sun 2. I'm going to be getting that compass, but also something else I bring with me. And I just had to replace this because I was out squirrel hunting about 2 weeks ago, and some kind of way it fell out of my pocket. I lost it. But this is it's a Bushnell GPS. Um, and I've used this a long time, so I carry that one with me. Um, just as I gotta have the compass and the GPS. Just make sure that they coordinate together. But the way that I have, excuse me, the way that I have it attached to me, this is not coming off. And I was surprised at the cost of it. The one that I bought in 2008, I mean, I paid almost, I'm going to say $100 more for the same item. And I just got this one. This is the first time I've had it out. But the thing is, though, learn how to use the compass. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm pretty good with using the compass now. I've just got to get some topo maps and that Sun 2 so that I can plot my routes out and go to different locations because the topo map will tell you what type of hills you're approaching. If they're very steep, it'll tell you if you're going down into a valley. They're called demarcation lines. It tells you where the streams are, where the rivers are. So, you can download the topo maps from the NOAA, NOA. You can download the maps there, but the thing is, you have to get it. They say it's good to get one every 2 or 3 years because things change. But knowing me, I will get one every year because I think that's one of the worst things to do is come into the bush and get lost. That's happened to me before, but it was in the daytime, and it was about 3 o'clock, and I was using a compass as well as my GPS, but I kept saying I'm going to trust the compass, trust the compass. My GPS was telling me to go one direction. My compass was telling me to go another. So when I was about maybe 1,000 yards away from my vehicle, I said, okay, I better follow my GPS system. What happened is that when I got out of my car, I had a conversation with a guy, and I never took a bearing on my compass. So I didn't set it. So, of course, it was telling me to go somewhere that was unmarked. So, but when I get out of my car, the first thing I do, I take my compass and I set a bearing. Um, this one, I think, this one says, let's see, what does the compass say? When I left, I am at 46 north. And I'm approximately 197 yards away. So if I had to give my location to the authorities or game ward or something, I would definitely tell them, that I'm at, would give them the address and tell them that I'm at 46 North, 170 yards. Now, I don't know if they'll bring them directly to me because there's also something called latitude. And that's something I'm working on. Longitude, I got that, but the latitude, you can stray off so quickly. So that's why it's important to know your latitude. But that's when you have a topo map, the right compass, the what is it called, the protractor, or and you know where you're going even before you leave your resident, you're in good shape. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's something I really want to learn, man. Is the navigation. I mean, I'm comfortable going into the bush anywhere as long as I have that GPS system and a compass. But I would like to know ahead of time where the water plots are or the water sources are. That's the important thing. You gotta have the water, man. They say you can go 3 days without water. Maybe you can if you're just sitting down, but if you're exerting calories and you're walking away, picking up tree limbs and you're chopping and you're sawing and you're walking back out of the bush and you're trying to stay cognizant as to where you are, you're putting out orange marker tapes or orange gloves or orange bandana, so that if you stray away from your campsite, you don't want to have to worry about how far I go, where is it. So yeah, plus having a GPS device with you, you can give precise coordinates, yeah, to 911. That's great, yeah. Use it to do a lot of, okay, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, honestly, I really have to learn how to, I want to get the Sun. I think it's Sun Two. I think it's the Sun Two and the topo maps. And once I get that, I'm going to be in business. I also understand there's an app that you can get called On X. I was with a guy squirrel hunting about 2 weeks ago, and he had that. It tells you exactly where you are, how far you are from your vehicle. He was using a dog. We were squirrel hunting, and he could keep track of his dog. He knew exactly where his dog was. It tells you how many miles we walked. I think that morning between 6:30 and 10, I think we walked like 3.5 miles squirrel hunting. Now, 3.5 miles is not a lot, but when you're in the bush and you're stepping over this and you're stepping over that, um, it's you burn some calories. You really burn some calories. So yeah, but that's the thing about the bush. You're gonna burn some calories one way or the other. I mean, because you're gonna do some walking. You're not gonna come to the bush to stand still. That's for sure. And it's time for more wood. And let's see. Yeah, the wood. That's why I'm glad that I got a lot of wood. So yeah, let me walk over here. Yeah, can you see my fire is kind of dying out? One more chip. One more. Get some of these small ones off the top. Okay, that should hold me for a while. Okay, that should hold me for a while. Let me turn my headlamp off. So many buttons on this thing. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice kickstart there. Yeah. Steel and Tree. How you doing? Thanks for dropping in. Definitely appreciate it. So how many of you guys out there are bushcrafters? Or do you guys do bushcrafting? Hey, put it one in the chat if you do. I'm just curious, You ever think they would have bushcrafting at the Olympics? No way. No way. Yeah. But yeah, I really wish I had done this when I was I've only started bushcrafting the end of 2021. As a matter of fact, it was probably the last week of 2021 when I created my channel. And I'm gonna tell you, boy, have I learned a lot. And one thing that I have learned is that I have a lot more to learn. Yeah, it's so much to learn. I mean, putting this bed together today. I saw the Prepared Irishman did. And so I wanted to try it, but I don't know if he had to use paracord around the railings or not, but I know I had to. Okay, you enjoy being in the woods and building a camp. Oh yeah, it's fun. I always mark my way into the woods so I can find my way out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always bring what's that Trello tape, the orange tape. I always bring that with me, uh, and they also have these little reflectors, these thumbtacks that people pin into the trees, so that you can find your way out when it's dark if you're out doing hunting. But yeah, um, it's always good to have something that can guide you out back to your vehicle. Yeah, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, but like I said, I always bring that. It's called market tape or trail market. trailer tape. It's orange. Hunters use it. There's a place over across the road from here where I have it, and it's kind of a strange place. So I have it, and it takes me directly to my camp, and it guides me back out. And I don't know why that one, without that tape, sometimes I just bypass it. I don't know why, but and it's not very far from here, but it goes to show you how things can change and you're not that far away. Yeah, things can change and you're not that far away. But yeah, it's I enjoyed. I think it's a challenge. It's the challenge. Um and the thing about it, it's peaceful. Okay, Vester Bushcrafter, okay. Yeah. Have you ever got caught in a thunderstorm or snow or anything like that, Vester? I haven't. I want to do one in the rain. I, Last night would have been the perfect opportunity because we had a lot of rain for about 2 hours, and I was supposed to come out Sunday, but things happened, wasn't able to. That's why it's like I'm getting out of here this morning. I'm going to the bush, to do an overnighter because I had not done an overnighter since November, and that's way too long. You really have to practice at night as well. Just like you practice during the day, you got to practice at night. Okay, orange vinyl tape strips and toilet paper. Yep, that's the baby wipes and the toilet paper. That's a staple. It comes with me every time. Yep, yep, you gotta have that. But yeah, there's some things that's just whether I'm going hunting, bushcrafting, fishing, there's certain things that will always come with me. Yep. And what I've been studying is the bandana. I'm gonna do a video on that. I mean, a bandana has so many uses. For more than just a sweatband or something like that. I like taking a shower during a thunderstorm. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet that is awesome. Probably soothing. The thing when there's a thunderstorm, I just like hearing the rain hit that roof, and the more it rains, the more I enjoy it. But one thing I don't do, and I don't like, is driving in the rain. If I'm driving in the rain, I'm going to my destination and coming back. I just don't like driving in the rain. But listening to the rain, I mean, that's like last night. It was just so peaceful. Listening to the rain, it's like, wow, I'm supposed to be in the bush. But yeah, a big light sign with an arrow that says that way. Okay, yeah, yeah, that would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty. What's down there? Yeah, the only thing I mean, there's not really too much to worry about when you're out in the bush, other than, let's see, critters. That's about it. Trying to learn some basic skills because, okay, you know what? I think every person that comes into the bush has some frightenness. Today's events have frightened me even more. To know how to survive wherever I may be. Yeah, I was listening to, I think her name is Vanessa Blank, and I'm not sure if it was her, but one content creator was talking about losing. I don't know if it was her. Losing your edge. You're always going to have some frightness. I think it's called. I would just consider it awareness. Uh, Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. But I think you're gonna have some frightness. I mean, you should have seen me in the first two times I came out and did an overnighter, And the very first time I did an overnighter, it rained and it was cold. The second time, it was very, very cold. Um, but I don't know if you ever 100% get used to it. When I mean freaks, like all these crazy bugs that fly around and so forth. But yeah, you will get used to it, but and the thing is when you're bushcrafting, it's really hard to get people to bushcraft with you because of work schedules and so forth. And but me personally, I like bushcrafting on your own by yourself because I like bushcrafting with other people as well. But when you're out there by yourself, Wild Woman Bushcraft, oh yeah, man, she is very good. She is very good. But I'm trying to think. You have her name is Vanessa Blank. I'm trying to think if she. I don't think she's the one who had a topic about losing your edge, which means having some type of fright. You know. But when you're out by yourself, you are forced to learn. It's you and all you. My roommate is heavily into, but okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've bushcraft with some other guys before, but like I say, scheduling and everything, and then when you're bushcrafting, it's like I really learn a lot when I'm by myself because I'm forced to learn, Um, like I know even if I ran out of water, I know about 200 yards there's water, you know. Oh, I'm glad he did. Thank you. I'm glad he did sub to me. All right, you two have a great night, Vester. Have a great night. Yeah, this is a Monday night. I know people got to go to work and, but I'm just going to enjoy this night out here, which is fire. I have plenty of wood. So, but yeah, man, harvest. I was going to go cut this huge log that was like 12 to 14 inches in diameter. I've cut it before, but after I gathered what I gathered, and I'm saying, I really think I really think my saw needs sharpening, or I'm just gonna buy a new one. But I mean, I don't know. I know I've used it a lot. But anything anything wears out. Everything wears out to some point. But I always carry a Baco Laplander with me, a backup saw. I always carry a backup saw. What happens if your blade breaks? Well, that's why you have an axe, you know, and that's why I carry the 10-inch knife. I like carrying knives that are 7 to 10 inches because that's very helpful when you are going to baton some wood. If you're going to split some wood, but that's the purpose of the hatchet and the axe. I've been watching videos as to why beat your knives up, when you have a hatchet or an axe. So I'm trying to go by that principle. So some great online learning, however, hands-on skills for the win. Yeah. What skills are you interested in learning? I'm interested in learning everything, every skill with bushcrafting, permanent survival for the wilderness. I'm interested in learning. Like I've been studying about the bandanas, and I'm going to do a video on the bandanas because I think I've found so far maybe like 30 uses for a bandana. You know, I mean, you can use it to source water by tying it around your boot, walking through the morning dew, come back to your camp, wring it out. Of course, you're going to have to boil that water, or you can lay it against rocks and soak up water. There's some, of course, there's first aid. You can, if you have a hat on, you can put part of it in your hat to cover your back from the sun. Yeah. Yep. I said you can sharpen a saw. Wow, I would like to know where you are. But my saw, believe it or not, this saw did not even cost me over $30. And this thing has, I mean, I can't, I mean, when I got that thing, I was cutting logs 12 to 14 inches, and I thought that was norm, you know? Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. You said you heard me. Okay. Yeah, man. But I was cutting large logs, man, expending a lot of energy. But one tool I have not brought out, that's the 26-inch axe. I've brought out my S-wing sports S-wing sportsman hatchet. That's the one that I carry with me the most. Okay, 12 to 14 is yeah, it is. But I have sawed it. I have used it, because the larger the log, it's going to last a long time when you put it into the fire. But it took a lot of time. And the first time I cut one that was 12 to 14, I used a Corona saw that has a 10-inch blade. Man, it must have took me over an hour to cut that log. And then I cut another one. And then I cut another one. And when I did not get a chance to burn all of them, I came back the next week. I came back for 2 weeks to the same location to burn those logs. It's like that was too much energy expended. But yeah, I like um, the Corona saw with the 10-inch blade. That thing is really good. It's really good. And I like the Baco Laplander. Um, it cuts on the push and the pull. The only thing I'm gonna say about the Baco Laplander is that it's a 7-inch blade, even though it has seven and a half teeth per inch. But it's a good saw. I like it. Cutting that with the Corona. Yeah. Oh, but I did. I guess I didn't know any better. I thought that's what the Corona was for. But at least I know I can do it. Bunch of bandsaws, sawmills, blades I can make some saws with. Oh, really? Okay. Dispatch fish. How to use natural resources to make clothing. Yeah, yeah, you can do that with a bandana. For fish, they say, the fish slip around in your hand. Use the bandana to do that, of course. I mean, like I used the bandana today when I was cooking. Use the bandanas for hot pots. For stitch up clothing. You can use strips of the bandana, tear it, or use the edges to make fishing lures. Get a strip, cut a strip off, put it on the hook, wrap some foil around the hook, put a split shot on there, cast it out, reel it in. You have a homemade lure. And of course with that aluminum, and if you really want to get fancy with it, you add some feathers. But I think with the bandana as a tail, and putting aluminum around the hook, putting a split shot on the line, that's a good lure, I think. Thought the bandanas were gang things, so I never wore them. Yeah, the bandana is more than just a signal. Even though one of the purposes of a bandana is to identify you certain groups. And there are some good groups that wear bandanas. Like I said, I've been studying the bandanas, and there are a lot of good groups that wear bandanas. It's just, it's an identification. But, in today's world, everyone has taken a different approach with the bandanas, I mean, I have one hanging up right now. It's an orange one, and I'm just using it as an identification. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's an orange bandana. And I was using some orange gloves. These orange gloves, I was hanging these up earlier when I had to go out at a distance to harvest wood. And like I said, you can get turned around really quick in the bush. But if you have something like orange that's showing, you can get back really quickly. Yeah. Well, guys, I've been on here an hour. I don't want to hold you guys. I know tomorrow is Tuesday. So you guys, you can have a good night, good day at work, and I'm going to sit here and feed the fire, watch some YouTube, and talk on the phone and things like that. Hey, Silver Stacker Prepper, how you doing, man? Hey, I did watch the replay of one of the videos last night, but hey, I enjoy your videos, man. That's something I'm gonna have to really look into. Having some type of gold, silver, and things like that. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I definitely appreciate it, and you guys stay safe. Again, that's my fire. I'm constantly having to feed it because I don't have huge logs, but hey, it's all fun. All right, guys. So you take care. I'll see you next time. See you.